What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here. Got a video. I will still have the weekly watch list tonight, but I wanted to come out with a little something different. Something for traders who trade different types of stocks. What I'm going to do is put out 3 plays, one in the non-penny stock listed, one in the penny stock listed, and OTC. So we're going to have 3 different areas where we're going to be putting out 3 stocks which I think are possible great mid to long-term swing trades. Now, mind you, I'm a day trader and a short-term swing trader. When I say mid to long-term swing trades, I'm talking anywhere from the next 30 to 120 days. These are stocks that I would definitely think about holding as a swing trade for that period of time. We're going to start with the listed non-penny stock plays, and there's 3 that I'm looking at that I like very much, that I think possibly have double opportunity in them. So these things, in my opinion, can double over the next maybe 120 days, if not a little sooner. First that we're going to be talking about is Gevo Power, VVPR. This stock closed at $8.50 on Friday. This one actually went all the way up to almost 14.5 cents. When I first mentioned them, they were about $2.50. These over the next few days, this stock just skyrocketed up to the mid-14s. They have since pulled back, and I think they kind of bottomed out at about $7.50. So I think at $8.50, this is a perfect opportunity to buy this stock. Again, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you my opinion and what I think, and some of these ideas that I'd like to put out there. And Gevo Power is one of the best ideas out there, in my opinion, as far as midterm swing trades. The next one is SAVA Sciences, SAVA. This stock closed at $11.47. This has been a very volatile stock. Just about a week and a half ago, this thing was down into the 4s. This thing shot all the way up to the mid-teens and is now since pulled back to the mid-11 or 11.5 cents. So this is now, mind you, all 3 of these plays are very low float plays. They will be somewhat volatile. Anything low float is volatile, but I think they have long-term potential. And the next one is NETE, NETE. This one closed on Friday at $6.79.5, so 6.795. This stock, they just said that they're going to be getting into the EV market and partnered with another company to produce electric vehicles. As I always say, this sector is absolutely on fire. Solar's on fire, alternative energy's on fire, mining's on fire, EVs are on fire, and these are the stocks we kind of want to stick in. I think these 3 plays, these non-penny stock plays, are very good potential for huge gains over the next 30 to 90 days. Again, let me repeat those: Gevo Power, VVPR, SAVA Sciences, SAVA, and NETE, NETE, which the third actually had a huge run up, almost to 17.5 cents, or $17.50. I'm so used to doing OTCs, I say it like that, but about $17.50 on Friday. They have since pulled back quite significantly, but I do think this thing will bounce back. As far as the listed penny stocks, I have 3 that I'm going to be looking at over the next 30 to 120 days. And the first is Sunworks, SUNW. They closed at $2.09 and, in fact, pulled back quite a bit in the after hours, I think below $2. Sunworks is a stock I did mention last week before they had their explosive run. Like I said, I like the solar sector. I really think these guys have an opportunity, especially once they have that merger. Hopefully towards the next month or 2, this could send this stock absolutely skyrocketing. And I do not think that 850 high is out of the question. I think we can get back and test those highs in this time period. The next one is CPSH, CPS Technologies. These guys closed at $1.67 on Friday. These guys create small parts for batteries, for electric vehicles, for machinery, and anybody making small components for these vehicles will be in demand, just due to the fact that they're going to be ramping up this EV sector. And the fact of the matter is, as I said before, the EV sector will not even be facing bottom part of their saturation, in the market for at least for the next 10-15 years. So I don't see this sector going anywhere. The third one is Gevo Inc. GEVO. They closed at 93 cents on Friday. This stock this company just received about almost a little less than a month ago a $1.5 billion contract. They did put out an offering, which kind of suppressed the price of the stock for now. They put out some more shares, but I think they're going to use those funds wisely. The funds that they did procure in this offering will help them fulfill the contract, which obviously this company needs. So the three penny stocks that I'll be looking at that are listed for mid to long term swing is Sunworks, SUNW, CPS Technologies, CPSH, and Gevo Inc. GEVO. Now, going into OTC land, and keep in mind, I typically do not suggest OTC stocks as mid to long term swing trades. These typically are just day trades or short term swing trades. But three that I like, and there's some more that I do like, and I will be putting them out. But this video is kind of geared more towards obviously the EVs and alternative energy and things of that nature. So I kind of whittled it down to that area that I like for kind of swing trades. I mean, there's companies like Planet 13 Holdings that I love for the long term. RVVTF I like for the long term. I hate to say it, but I also do like OPTI for a little bit of a longer term trade, TPTW. There's plenty of stocks that I like that I have my eye on. But three that I would buy right now and stick them away for maybe 3 months. First is DSGT, DSG Global. That's DSGT. They closed at a shade over 10 cents on Friday, 0.101. This is a company that does GPS tracking. It has electric golf carts, works for logistics for golf courses, and also now under their subsidiary Imperium Motors are now producing EVs, electric vehicles. Last week they had two significant PRs, one of which that said they paid off all their convertible notes, which will stop any dilution of the shares and the share price, and while they're growing, which is huge. And then also the fact that they have just introduced one of their EVs, their EV SUV, just on Thursday. So they had Tuesday and Thursday, they had some significant PRs. I do anticipate more PR coming this week. I think at 10 cents, this stock is an absolute steal. I think if they get momentum just due to the fact that they're a lower float OTC stock, they're in the EV sector, I do anticipate this stock. I could see this stock traded in the 50, 70, even $1 range over the next 3-4 months. Again, I can always be wrong, but that's just the way I see it. And obviously with OTC plays, they're not always the most credible. They don't have the criteria as far as putting out their information and putting out their they're opening their books to the SEC as listed companies do. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes it doesn't even take that. Sometimes just the right PRs and just a little proof that they're moving along proves that it gets investors excited. And DSGT looks to be ready to put out some EVs and start selling these EVs towards the end of the year. Where if you look at the some of these other listed electric vehicle companies, some of these, they're not ready to even put an EV on the street for another 2-3 years. So I really like DSGT. The next one is Worksport, WKSP. This stock closed at 22.25 cents, so 0.2225. These guys just had a conference last Friday stating that they had signed an agreement with Atlas Motor Vehicles to put their TerraVis, which is a solar cover for their pickup trucks. So they'll be supplying them with that OEM product and putting it on as basically as a add-on to any of their vehicles for Atlas Motors. They also stated that they are in talks and have an agreement with another EV company. I would think something like Lordstown Motors would be absolutely perfect for this, because they're kind of gearing towards work trucks, work pickup trucks. And if you look at anybody that uses a work pickup truck, that's usually in the pest control industry, the lawn care industry, any industry where it's small businesses that have to go door to door, house to house, and make these stops. What better way to make sure that your electric vehicle keeps running than to have a solar panel covering that bed and the sun beating on it all throughout the day as you're making your stops, going into accounts and customers' homes or business places, and then coming back out to a better charged vehicle. The Terravis is said to put anywhere between 13, I believe it's 12 and 20 miles per day as far as extra charge onto that vehicle. So that could be quite significant, especially for a company like Lordstown, who is kind of gearing towards your ServPro, Terminex, these companies like that will be using their trucks. Now, the third and final one is Buy Solar Inc., BSRC. I almost said BSER. BSRC, that's Buy Solar. The stock closed at 0.01205. Now, I don't think this company has the greatest financials, and obviously none of these OTC stocks do. Typically, these OTC stocks trade off of technicals, not fundamentals anyways. They just need that little news catalyst to kickstart them and get them going. I would take a look at these guys. I do see this stock trading possibly 4 or 5 cents within the next few months just due to the heat in this sector. So I would definitely take a look at that. And again, they've went up to almost 5 cents just a couple months ago, or it was 4.5 cents, which is a 400 or 350, 400% gain from where they're at right now. I mean, just think about that. I mean, anytime you could tell somebody you can get let's just say on the low end, a 300% gain on your investment, that's astronomical. And I think Buy Solar might be one. It's a solar company, and they also work on battery technology and for EVs. So anything in this EV sector has me kind of excited right now. So the three stocks in the OTC land that we're looking at is DSGT, DSG Global, WKSP, Worksport, and BSRC, Buy Solar Inc. So again, let me go through all 12 of those stocks again. VVPR, Vivo Power, SAVA, Cassava Sciences, and NETE, Net Element. Those are the listed non-penny stocks. The three listed penny stocks are SUNW, Sunworks, CPSH, CPS Technology, and GEVO, Gevo Inc. And then into OTC land, we're talking about DSGT, DSG Global, WKSP, Worksport, and BSRC. That is Buy Solar Inc. Now, there's a few more, and like I said, I mainly geared towards OTCs. I like to study the OTC market. I have quite a few more that I really kind of like, but I didn't want to just toss and stuff everything into one video. I don't even like putting out more than 4 or 5 stocks per video. I just think it causes confusion. But what I wanted to do here was kind of give something for the people that they don't trade penny stocks, so it gave them a little something to look at for that. People who only trade listed penny stocks, gave them something for that, and then those who only like to trade OTCs, it's just kind of a little batch of a mix and match. Make sure do your own due diligence on these stocks. Look at their financials. Look at the charts. Make sure these things are a good fit for your portfolio, if at all. And again, always please like, please share, please subscribe, and let's get that money, traders. We will see you tonight with the weekly watch list.